what's up? If you like board games, miniatures, and the smell of paint and glue, you are in the right place. Welcome to Boardgasm. Hey, what's up? Here we go, Monday, episode 21. Let me know if you can see what's going on. Let me know if you can hear. I think we are going to have a good one today. Oh, yeah. Bam. Let's look at that stuff. What are we talking about here? Come on in, folks. Come on in. We got a crowd in here. Let me turn this down. Wow, I haven't done a Boardgasm in a while. Can you hear me? Do I sound okay? I can't tell yet. Every time I turn my computer on, I think it's going to die. Okay, here we go. I got Jason in here. Atomic Pirate Girl. Oh, Goblinko, what up, buddy? Party on. Lorcan's in here. What's up, dude? How are you? Ashworth and Yo, we got there's a bunch in here. We have the creator of Dungeon Degenerates in the chat. By gods, the god of the game is here. Come on in, get comfy. If you are watching, at the end, I have some Dungeon Degenerate giveaways. Sean, I still have a couple pins left. Might as well give them away, right? Maybe not loud enough. I can make it louder. How about that? Thank you. I can bring the mic a little closer. Yes. I'm drinking Coca-Cola tonight. Good old Coca-Cola. I needed some caffeine. I had a party weekend. I mean it. I'll tell you all about it. Years since the last Dungeon Degenerates, and you still haven't aged. Oh, yes, I have. I have aged. I have gray hair. Lots. All over. Like, all of it's gray. What else? I have arthritis. I have... I can't see in the dark anymore. I can keep going. I feel like I'm 80. But stick around. I'm going to do a giveaway at the end. Whoever lasts through the end. Yes, we'll get to that. I'm gonna talk about your Kickstarter. I have a lot to say. Yes, they do. They have a new Kickstarter. We're going to get into the role-playing game realm in the world of Dungeon Degenerates. But I have a show for you today. I wanted to quickly talk about a few reviews. First of all, if you like trashy fantasy, boom, the new Deathstalker. Kostansky, the director, he did Psycho Goreman. I love his movies. He did The Void, he did Psycho Goreman, and he did the new Deathstalker. Trashy fantasy, yes, right here. And it's a little bit of a nod to Hercules and Xena. It's fun. I love it. I bought it. Also, out of popular metal, I do like Lamb of God, and this new record is ridiculously good. Highly recommend it. If you're a Mayhem fan, by God, the box set. Now, I'm not going to do a full review. I'm going to do a really quick one. I ordered this ages ago, and it came very late. This box set came with 2 bonus songs, and, I mean, dude, it came with tarot cards. It's crazy. But I want to mention to you, first of all, it's outstanding art. But I got to tell you, the 2 best songs that they recorded might be the 2 bonus songs that nobody even knows about. And one of these songs isn't even online. You can't get it. You have to get the box set. It is ridiculously good. I don't know what to say. If you like Mayhem, this is shocking. Shocking art. And the paintings, the alternate, I could do a whole hour on just this. And then I wanted to talk about this weekend. I did watch the new one. I loved it. I wanted to tell you about my weekend. I'm a large fan of the band Cockspar, and they came and did the last New York shows, and I had tickets to the opening night. I went with my kids, and it was, if you watch my Instagram, Cardone Magic, I posted I posted some stuff. It's in my stories that you can save. It was one of the best shows I'd seen in years. They blew my head off. I got my head smashed. Me and my little girl were in the very front. My son was behind. He got taken by the crowd. And me and her, we were trying to figure out how many people landed on our heads. 50 or more. Literally 50 or more. Just foot in the face. Some lady kept elbowing me in the head. I don't know why. I asked her to stop. She kept doing it. And I was trying to get my little girl to beat her up. It was pretty funny. I'm not kidding. Any rate, it was one of the best shows I've ever seen. The next day, for free at Generation Records in New York City, they did a signing. The first 50 people got free stuff. We made it. I met the people in front of me in line were from Nottingham, and the people behind me were from Atlanta. And we had a blast hanging out. They signed all of my records. They took pictures. And they had a new one, a new pressing of England Belongs to Me. And it says Generation Records on it. It's great. They signed this one here they had never seen before. It's a really weird size. They signed all my records. I was losing my mind. I got Shock Troops signed. One of their newer ones, Forever's, like, made to be signed. Look at this. I thanked them for their service. They're one of the greatest rock bands ever. Cockspar. What else? Let's see. Yes. People are in the chat. Come on in. Join. This is a game nerd show. I don't know what else I have to talk about. I think we're going to get into the game soon. If you look at my last Boardgasms, I've done them on Dungeon Degenerates. I've been obsessed with this game for years. At any rate, I wanted to mention I'm going to be showing a bunch of my dice trays tonight. I do make I would say the nicest dice trays in the world. I don't like most dice trays. I actually can't stand them. And I like mine. I like the way they sound. I like the way they look. And if anybody ever wants one, let me know. I do custom dice trays. Look at this one. Ooh. Why is that out of focus? Hello. There we go. Look at this one. I made this one for the Thing board game. I'm doing this because it helps focus. There we go. Look. Anyway, I love dice trays. I'm a nerd. And for Dungeon Degenerates, I made this dice tray. And I use it, it's meant to hold not only the chips, but it's got places to put the cards all the way around. Anyway, I use this all the time. So let's talk about this game. How many podcasts can say they have the game creator in the chat? Thank you, Sean. You have lots of fans. Oh. Atomic Pirate Girl. Very cool. Lorkin. There we go. D&D. Well, this isn't D&D. This is a board game, believe it or not. But it's going to turn into a role-playing game. And if I may add, this is probably the closest to a role-playing game experience you will get in board game format. And it's also, and I'll say it straight up, one of the greatest board games to play alone, solo. Ruby, what up, Ruby? Party on. Cheers. So, I mean, if you watch anything I do, I mention this game quite a bit. I am not officially sponsored by Goblinko. I'm a fan, and he knows I'm a fan. I'm one of the only guys, I think, that has painted every miniature made, except for the downloaded ones. I will paint them. Now, before I get to this, what are we talking about? This is like some fancy cheese compared to D&D. Yes! 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 So the creator of the game just said, yeah, this game is like fancy cheese as opposed to like American cheese. This is the good stuff. When I show you the rule books to the new stuff, you're going to die. If you're a weirdo and like to read, and you like dense, and you like discovering, that's this game. So, oh yeah, there you go. See, Ashworth plays solo all the time. Me too. Sometimes I don't want anybody to play with me. I'm being honest. I'm very selfish with this game. So, anyway. I played last week a session. I mean, I've been playing a lot recently. Anyway, I wanted to say I waited a long time for the Kickstarter, and it finally came. And I'm going to show you all the new stuff. And I'll show you what I think is cool. And I'm also going to show you, if you're new to the game, which some of you are, this game is a little intimidating. There's a lot going on. And I'm going to show you how to take a box set of new stuff and integrate it into your game. Because to me, this game is like, it's a thing. It's like it's alive. It's living. Now, I don't have it set up here, but if you look at my other video, you will see I have very elaborate setups. I have the board. I've made my own scenery for the board because I'm a weirdo. I also use the miniatures on the board. And I also build dioramas of scenes in the game and play them out. Maybe one day we will have a skirmish game. Like Mordheim. So, I wanted to mention, stick around, I'm going to do a giveaway, and I have a really cool prize. But Sean does a fanzine for the game called Diversed. And this is 8 and 9, which I'll show you in a second. And they have missions for the game, articles on game culture, rock and roll culture. I mean, when we were younger, and Sean included, he's part of this crew, the game nerd culture was mixed in with metalhead culture and punk rock culture and glue sniffing, degeneracy. Seriously. I mean, really, that's what it was. And I missed that in the game world. And when I saw this, I knew it had it in there. You could feel it. And none of it's cleverly done. It's very organically done. So, yes, Hans and Franz are... Okay, I'll get to them. I have 2 characters in the game, Hans and Franz, and yes, they are alive, but they're in a little bit of a problem. They have 2 bodies that they acquired of humans that they are delivering to the Holy Order in the lowlands. It's a monastery, and they employed my characters to go do some bad stuff and get some bodies for their experiments or whatever. And we have them, but one of my guys ran out of luck. One of them has a little bit of luck. So I have a way of gaming where the one that doesn't have any luck becomes baggage. Because if that hand pops up, nobody has enough luck to stop it. You don't know what we're talking about here if you don't play the game. So I've employed the surgeon, the lady surgeon character, and she's going to join up with Franz and deliver the bodies. There's going to be a new character introduced that has enough luck. And the other thing is they need to invest in the monastery, because if they deliver the body, it's going to lose, it's going to drop, it's going to become more degenerate. So they got to invest in it so it doesn't fall too far. So there's a little bit of a hiccup going on. It's very complex. These are wonderful. They remind me of the old days. They remind me of the old white dwarfs. I mean, they're dense. They have stories. They have some philosophy. They have articles on other artists. I mean, this is a real fanzine, the real version. And you know, Sean, it's so funny. I remember one time I asked you about how you view yourself as an artist, and you said you thought of yourself primarily as a zine artist, which is what people knew you for before the game. Pork Magazine. Let me just see here. I mean, it's really good. So in issue 9, I was quite flattered to see some of my handiwork make it over here. It's hard to see in these damn... Oh, you know where I can show it? I think we can do this. Oh, yeah. And then we got my Lord Scrot made it in. And my favorite is Hans and Franz made it in. Thank you, Sean. There's my Hans and Franz. I never thought of myself good enough to paint where someone would want to show my stuff, so I'm flattered. The miniatures. We have miniature questions, Sean. So these fanzines, 2 new ones that even came with some new cards that I mixed in already. So thank you. These are great. We also got, and I ran this the other day, and I died. Crypts of the Caravan Cadavers. A choose or lose story. So this is a game within the game. This is a game booklet for in the game. There's 4 now. They're great. I ran these with Man Scraggs and the poet. The guy that has an axe. Ooh, my papers are falling out. So this came in the new stuff. Love it. Make-A-Wish Foundation over here. I love it. It also came, the Kickstarter, with 2 new characters. And one of them I fell in love with right away. I'll show you. These are exclusive to the Kickstarter, like the infamous Butcher and the Angel of Death characters, which I've played both of them. We have the Morbid Murderer. And she hangs out where they burn people and pokes them. They're all going to get the plastic treatment. I understand. I do like the metal. I am a metal fan. Yes, hello. And then here, this guy here I love. The Roadside Preacher. Fascinating. I'm going to play this guy. He's got a book, a good book, like a Bible. And when you open it, there's like a pistol. So, love it. And they came with also new loot cards, which when this is over, I'm going to start mixing them in. I'll show you what I do. This is... Oh, yeah, this is an old one. Here's my loot deck. So I think I own everything for the game. I'm a completist on this one. So, that's my loot deck. Give or take a few, because I have some characters with stuff. But this, I think when you get the game, you get like this many or something. So, I've added quite a bit of loot. So, okay. Oh yeah, here's the cover of the game for anybody interested. The glorious cover. Alright, so let's talk about the new stuff. So, the game came out, what year? I don't even remember. It's been 7 or 8 years. I can't believe it. I still remember I played it for the first time on the floor right there. And I always tell people, I almost didn't like it right away because it seemed so simple, yet so complicated. And I would actually still describe the game that way. But I'm obsessed. It's worth it. It's worth the time to learn how to play it. This is not a wimpy game. This is not for a 2017. Oh my God. Wow. We're getting close to a 10-year anniversary. We might have to do a Dungeon Degenerates convention somewhere. Like where we all meet up and party for a weekend. All right, so when it first came out, Mean Streets was the first expansion. And I gotta say, I like the matte box. I mean, they're different. The newer ones are like a gloss. The original one's matte. I'm curious why you changed them. This is beautiful. I mean, just the art alone. So this introduced a plague to the game. And I have it in the game now. It's part of the game now. There are, and I ran every mission in this one. I did all these missions. These missions were really fun. And in the missions, it involved the plague rules. I'm coming from, yeah, well, let's see. Maybe we'll meet in the middle somewhere. So those were that's the first expansion. Came with new characters, missions, cards, everything. And now we get, and it's insane because we got 3 all together, all at the same time. So it's for me a little bit of an overload, and it's going to take me a little time to even begin to introduce these and play the missions. So let's start with the first one I opened the other day was Dirty Deeds. I love the cover. Dirty Deeds adds, and correct me if I'm wrong, well, 4 new characters, but it adds gangs. It adds a gang thing where you can make allies with certain gangs, and you can fight other gangs. And through that, you get some benefits. And it comes with new missions and rules for that gang thing. So the characters, I mean, these are so fun. We have the High Alchemist. And this is a lady wizard that utilizes a water pipe. This is pretty wild. Then you have this. We have little a gang of Oi skinhead kids. Wasted Youth, and this one's really young. And in the game, there's one of the games, the Black Bats. They look like little Oi kids. I love it. It fits right in to the Germanic fantasy vibe. I love it. It's beautiful. The Crooked Cop, I love this character. I love how simple he is. And what up? And then this one steals the show. The Bombast Belter. And I love your mythology of the Bombast. So the Bombast in Dungeon Degenerates is a type of a show that's a mixture of circus and opera, which sounds a lot like my life in some of my friends' lives in New York. Yeah, what a great fantasy concept for a performance. So, and then we have here, look at the rule book. I'll just show you what these rule books look like. They're really detailed. And, oh my God, you based it off a Harley. Looking underneath in my thing, there's a link to Goblinko. That's where you need to look. Goblinko. They're online on Goblinko. So look at these rules. Lots of combat boots. Yeah, small print, lots of words. The missions, if you don't know what you're doing, they're hard to understand. You have to really know what you're doing a bit. You just can't jump into this game. You got to take your time. There's only 2 parts to the turn. There's the map phase and the danger phase. I would say, for me, 80% of the game is figuring out what I'm going to do and figuring out what skills I want. I'd spend a lot of time talking and thinking. Oh, wow, it's not for sale yet? Holy crap, I didn't know that. Well, it comes with a lot of cards. It comes with faction cards. It comes with new loot cards. So let me show you something for the new player. First of all, I do sleeve my cards. They look better out of the sleeves, but if you party like I do, and I'm going to have a puff of this while I explain this, and you drink soda and you don't want things spilled and you're a weirdo, yeah, you want to take care of your cards. So you can get the high quality ones. Don't get the PVC crap. Focus. So when you get the game, there's loot cards. In the loot deck, there are diseases, bad guys that pop up and mess with you, and then there's loot. It's all mixed in. Allies, weapons, drugs, you name it, okay? When you get a new box set, some of this loot are the weapons that are custom for the new characters. Okay. So one of the rules in the game is if you have a new character, like if I bring a friend over and he wants to play and his loot is being used by another character, his gear, well, that's too bad. They don't get it. You just got to pick something else. You don't get it. So what I do when I get a new one, if I'm not going to play the character right away, which I'm not, I'm going to shuffle these into the deck so I could end up getting some of this loot. Like the Bombast Belter, I think her helmet is one of the cards. This also comes with settlement encounters. I'll shuffle those into my deck also, even though I'm not going to play the game. It's fine. When it comes time for the missions, it will tell you which cards to pull out to use. And then you go find them. And that's fun too. And then it came with these faction cards. So these I'll keep in the box because I'm not going to be using these all the time. Let me open. Then we get these. These are the new chips. These, and they're also the new character standees. So every character has a cardboard standee, and I like these. I use them too. I use them as markers, even though I have all the miniatures. I can't wait to see this. So how I deal with these, I punch them out, put them in a bag, and they go in the box when it's time. So when I want to play the actual missions that use some of these, they're in the box. They're not mixed into my other tokens. I do not do that. I keep them separate. So let me keep moving here because there's some stuff I really want to show you. One of these box sets. The next two are absolutely outrageous. This one to me is great. No joke. But it's not as outrageous as what we're about to see. Now, I want to give a shout out to Sean for making this. He put in the box set a brochure. It's beautiful because it looks like a mini version of the game. And it has advertisements for all of the product in the game. And this is a really good photo in the back. This is reminiscent of the toys in the 80s. Star Wars, He-Man, G.I. Joe. They all had a little booklet that you would obsess over. And here it is. I love this. I don't know. It's practical, but it's also fine art to me. I originally kickstarted this game for the art, expecting to not like the game. And I even watched a playthrough and thought it looked a little dense. Oh, it's dense, but it's good. I mean, real. It's hard to describe of how narrative it is with not a lot going on. The stories just unfold, and the way the characters are designed, you're given one, and you got to deal with what it is. You don't get to custom it too much, and you don't want to. It'll grow on its own. So, now, let's get to the other ones. I'm going to move this over to here. And I'm going to show you the second one I opened. Swabang. Moon Madness. Now, Sean told me, because he's a buddy of mine, thank you, Sean, early that he was doing this expansion where you could go to the moon. And I immediately, he surprises me with where he takes things. And so let me show you. Now, I think the booklet, this is to me, out of everything you've done so far, Sean, this rule book is my favorite. I love that the colors are different than the cover. So that's the cover. Look at the rule book. Oh, I love it. It is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. There's a lot in here. So in this box set, we are getting new characters, but we're getting a prequel to the Hand of Doom. So the scenario in here starts as before the evil wizard starts messing with the Wurstreich, or the Verstreich, as I should say. The Verstreich is, in the game, is getting nailed by a wizard. I mean, literally, he's casting spells that are destroying cities. It's cataclysmic terror. The Moon expansion takes place before. And there are characters that can go to the moon. And the way to go, which I think is interesting, is there's astral projection, where you dream and go. And if you do that, you get to do everything, but you can't bring the gear back. And then there's the way to go where you actually go. You have to transform. I haven't figured out yet exactly what happens. I'm curious if you can use the void and go. If there's a way to use the void. So my questions are for Sean. I'm gonna play the mission. When I do this, I'll probably do it as a start over almost. But I'm curious of how you incorporate it into the bigger picture. Like, does the moon is it just there? And if you want, you can go there. If you follow some rules. I have to read the rule book a little more detailed. I skimmed most of it. But let me show you. So it comes with some moon phase cards and loot and all the stuff. Epic monsters. I love this. It comes with its own deck of moon monsters. And I'll be honest, when I get these, I don't really look at them too closely. I'll look at them passively, but I want to be surprised in the game. Lunar settlement encounters, right? It's got all of that. It's got a moon deck. It's got a lot of cards. This set had a lot. But let me show you what it has that blew my mind. We get the standee with the moon chips. And we'll get to these characters in a second. Catalog. Here's the board for the moon. Look at this. It has its own board. So this is the first expansion with its own game board. It's beautiful. It's complex. It's got the moon phases. They influence the game, the moon phases. The map on the main Dungeon Degenerate board took me forever to learn how to read it, which is why the game has such a strong fan base. It requires a little effort to step into, which is the hook. So now let's look at these characters. This guy here is kind of like an adventuring poet who's got a wild side, the Night Knight. And one of his abilities is, I believe, he can go to the moon kind of easy. Yeah, he has some hook into the moon. This I love. This is a dwarf character. The Lunatic Lush. It's like a squatter punk dwarf who's an alcoholic. And her powers, like, she's really powerful in certain phases of the moon. It influences her powers. But yeah, she's a boozer with powers. I love it. The Gooter Witch. This is another one that's involved in moon magic. Like a hedge witch. And then here, this is the one I love. Skabang. Eccentric astronomer who looks a hell of a lot like a very famous TV character. Anybody guess? This guy also has moon stuff. There's lots of Easter eggs in the game. Lots. So many that it's another part of the fun. Now, again, I don't know what to say. This game's out of control. Now there's a whole nother board. I don't even know what the moon stuff is. I think there's a wizard on the moon. And, you know, that's the... Oh, wow. Yes. Helen the Dwarf. I've heard about her. She was one of the punk rock, one of the England punk rockers. There was the cat girl. There was the dwarf. Yes. Beautiful. Love it. Bravo. This game is a tribute to a certain culture. It went the opposite direction in fantasy of what Dungeons and Dragons and the new Warhammer stuff did. The new Warhammer stuff is not the same. Now, we're going to move on now to the homeless lady outside of Katie's gym. Oh, wow. See, this is why your stuff's real. This is what real art is. He's inspired by things in his life that we share, a lot of us share, and they're spawning new. That's art. They're going through his filter and becoming these new creations. I don't know if you know this, but like companies like Netflix ask AI what kind of shows they should do, who should be cast, what types of people, what they look like, and what the plot of the show should be. They're using AI to do that. Once you do that, you're out. It didn't go through your filter. It's like using prompting to change a style of a writer. That's no longer the filter. And so this kind of art, I don't even care if things are created on a computer anymore. It's where it's coming from. The genesis, the inspirations that are adding the little nuggets. This thing has so many. And that's one of the hooks. I mean, just the packaging alone. Like, look at every box. The inside. Look at the inside. Oh, look, these are some of the monsters. There's some hints of the moon monsters. Look at this. Without spoiling who they are, look. These are things on the moon. Look at this one. I like this one. So, Sean, question. Is the banished sorcerer, is he a moon creature? These alien things that were in Hand of Doom. The cloaked killer. They look like alien. They look like they're the moon people. Yeah, it's outstanding. It really is. It's. I remember some of the reviews saying that art gave them a headache. Well, good. Maybe they shouldn't play the game. I mean. You talk about it like an Italian deli. I do. I mean, I really do. It's like this is food for me. This is my kind of food. I'm not normal. I don't watch TV. I watch only a certain kind of movies. I only read a certain kind of books. I've cut out most things in my life, including the games I play. I wanted to talk about that today. I'll get to the last one, but I wanted to talk about, I only play right now, because there's too many board games. The board game business and Gen Con, I'm sick of Gen Con. It got too big. It's too expensive and too big to go to Gen Con. You can't park. The hotels are expensive. There's too many booths. I mean, it's really like oh my God. The only way I would go to Gen Con again is if you did a booth and I was the guy working it. I would do that. I would love to sit there and rep this game. I think I could sell 1 billion copies. I do. I'd be like, folks, it's the best game. This is all bullshit. Because other than that, DCC was going to hire me, Dungeon Crawl Classics, which I'm a huge fan. They were going to hire me to do Magic at their booth, but I think my rate was a little... north, south, east. Oh, they're like a race of creatures that's east of the War Strike. I didn't know. You gave me once an early map of other things. I've seen some of these other maps where the expanded world. I can't wait. I hope I live long enough to see it all. You know, it's like this could go on forever, and I hope it does. I wanted to say the only games I play now. Of course, I play Munchkin. Me and my little girl have an ongoing feud of Munchkin. But for board games, I play Degenerates, obviously, a lot. I like Necro Molds, the skirmish game with Play-Doh. I like it. It's fun. It's exciting. I like Shadows of Brimstone. That's another giant, wow, hard to believe game. And it's a Western. Well, it's now expanded that there's a Western, there's the Japanese version, there's a conquistador version. There's these different things that you can play. But the one that I do is the Western, and I do want to do the Japanese one eventually. It's a dungeon crawl. Dungeon Degenerates is not a dungeon crawl. No. It is on the big picture, if you campaign play it, which is how you should play it. I've never done really many one-offs unless they're the booklet kind. So there's a few ways to play the game. And that's what's going to lead into, he's going to do a role-playing game. Which, screw it, I'll just show it now. Here is the cover. Low Life, Weird Fantasy Roleplay, Sean Auberg. Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how you handle the character creations and all that. And, yeah. So there's going to be a role-playing game in this world, which is his creation. And the world is why I'm obsessed. It still has a lot of classic fantasy tropes. I would say more like Warhammer than Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons is more like Fafnir and Grey Mouser and Conan, I would say. And Dungeon Degenerates is like Warhammer Mordheim, which is what I left I can't say it anymore. Dungeons and Dragons. I stopped playing it years ago. It's an inferior game, an inferior fluff. They watered it down. You've seen my other shows on it. It got silly. They even have rules on how to not offend anybody while you're playing. I'm not kidding. One time I got a job dungeon mastering at a real place, and they told me that they had rules. They had the system so if someone's upset, they can let everybody know that the game made them upset. And I was like, oh, no. They can't play with me. I'll weed them out quick. If they can't handle my personality and how bombastic I am, they shouldn't be playing my game. I'm shocking and loud. And so it was fine. Thank you. I get it. Maybe that makes my... Oh, well, yeah, I'm a degenerate. I mean, I'm literally a dungeon degenerate. I mean, there's another guy that plays the game. There's a few guys that play the game. I did one where I played the game. It's very hard to play the game live. I've done it. I need another camera over there. I had like 3 cameras going. It was crazy. No, I had 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I had 3. I had 4 cameras. I have right now this one. I have the Peanut Gallery. I also have this one. Yeah, he's cool. Who's the guy that does the playthroughs? He might even be watching. Hi, I watch your videos. Anytime. Damn that offense. Yes, I mean, come on. In the old days, White Dwarf had flexi discs with metal bands. And game companies sponsored Bolt Thrower. Games Workshop was like a Bolt Thrower sponsor. Come on. So, I only play a few games. I'm a weirdo now. Yeah. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. And if you're watching this and you like it, follow Boardgasm on Instagram. Follow Goblinko and follow Dungeon Degenerates on Instagram. Sean has a really fun Instagram. To me, I think the whole point of life and art is I don't want to waste my time and I don't want to waste your time. And when I see another artist that has the same sentiment, I tend to give him an ear. Sean's not wasting anyone's time. Whatever time he took to detail this, he knows there are people looking close. And like that's why I like Mayhem, the band. There's a detail that they have and a consistency that doesn't follow the rules and is very, very thoughtful. And it works. It's not for everybody. It's not for a lazy mind or an eye. You know, it takes a little effort. So look at this box set. The third one. Actually, I was going to open this live. That was the plan. I was going to look at these and then do this one live. And then I said, I wanted to see what it was so I knew. And I'm glad I did because I want to tell you. There it is. It's called Goblin Mode. And this goblin is the boss goblin, the new in line for the throne of the Goblin Kingdom. And he is the opposite of what a goblin is. He's a dandy. He literally is like a French fop. Look, he's got a lollipop and a balloon. And a feather. When I read his history, I literally, my jaw dropped. It's not what I thought it was going to be. So, yeah, and the other goblins don't like him. So, great thinking. You made him the antithesis. So, in this game, there are two ways to play this expansion. You can add the cards into the game, and there's a whole goblin plot line, which I don't know how I'm going to do because I conquered the Goblin Kingdom with my two gangsters, Hans and Franz. If you look at the map, the Goblin Kingdom is a red color, which means it's dangerous. But you can make it a green. And I did it. It took forever. It was a very amazing campaign I did. So now that's my base. My dudes, their base is the Goblin Kingdom. And I don't know how to introduce this. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe run the goblin characters. So the other way to play this is that you flip it and you are a goblin. And I cannot wait. Wait till you see the characters. Look, it's a little scrubbling. So your goblin fluff is quite extraordinary. I like it. It's like wherever things are filthy, these things grow. They're like a spore. And that's where goblins come from. And this one's got lots of missions and lots of really good goblins. Look at that guy. So, okay, let me show you what's in here. So, yes, we get loot, epic loot, all of that. We get all the new skills. Oh, I'll be honest. There's one element in the game I don't use. Weakness cards. Now, how they work, if you take one at the beginning of your character development, you get some experience. But then you got to deal with the weakness. It could be alcoholism. It could be bombastic. It could be... There's all sorts of stuff. And a gambling freak. Anytime there's a gambling thing in the game, you have to do it if you take it, you know? Okay, so... oh, there you go. We just sold the copy. I mean, no, it's not an easy game. Now, here's the thing. When you play this game, you kind of want to set it up and leave it out so you can study it. Because just to go across the board with your characters will take a long time. Not one session. You won't be able to do it. You might be able to get sort of across, but you got to run many turns. Each turn, you can run a turn in a couple minutes, but sometimes they take a long time. You never know. And like I said, you can play it alone. Okay, now, let's get to the characters. Sorry, the weakness cards. I don't use them. I never did. I was just like, I'll gain experience. I was thinking, though, I haven't come across it yet. It might be in the game, but something that makes you draw weakness cards. Illness, this, or something like if you don't heal, or something where there's a reason where you have to draw one. That I would do if I was forced to. But my own choice, the game's already complicated. I always thought no need to add this, but they're really interesting. So, what's this? Oh, so these cards are for when you're playing as a human and you're using the goblins as a story. They're called War. And I think it's the goblins messing stuff up. Now, let's just look at the characters. Oh, yeah, here's the... Comes with 2 of the chits and the extra stuff. Now, here are the characters. Here we go. So this guy, Coswart, this goblin, he's like a general. He's more of a boss. He's a white shirt, white collar boss. The weakness idea. Yeah. I always thought that's a way to do it. Like maybe in the next box set, there's something in there where you're kind of forced. It could be just a new mechanic where there's certain things that will... I don't hate it. I don't like taking it at the beginning for the experience and then having to deal with the rest of my life. Maybe you have to deal with it for the first 4 games and then you can get cured. You can go to an AA meeting in Brutalberg. All right, look at this one. This guy... What's his name? Filchmold. So Filchmold is so big and fat that he's got little goblins carrying him around. This dude eats people. He can eat other goblins and humans. Yes. Oh, see? There's someone that uses him. There, it does add to the story, clearly. Hey, Fallon, party on. All right, I like this guy here. Bog Pimple. He's from the Wasteland. He's a Wastelander goblin. I like him. Big fan. I will play him. And then this guy, the Bruiser, Skive Gristle. Look at this guy. So I haven't looked much at this. I just opened it last night, I think, and I was blown away by the fluff that the heir to the throne of the Goblin Kingdom is feminine, or not feminine, but fancy. He's trying to be clean, and he's a dandy. He wears colorful feathers. We have a character, the Fop, the fugitive Fop. He's a bit of a dandy. I like him. I've played that character. He comes with a fox. I got to play Manscrags for a minute, but both of them died. So, Bog Pimple. Well, just so you know, people watching, there is a nod to the Caped Crusader in the game. And it's outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. When Sean first made the game, Manscrags is his name. He's in the law deck. So when you're running around, you might have to face off to Manscrags. But then it became a player character. Love it. Beautiful idea. The irony is the boss, the emperor of Brutalberg, the Verstreich, is a jester. He's the Jester King. The last king made the jester the next one in line. So, well, If you like painting miniatures, these are, I always tell people that if you go to my page, look at the miniatures I've painted of this game. They're my favorite miniatures in years because of how they look. They're whimsical, they're different. Again, he's not following any rules but his own. So there's a consistency to them. So and the sculptor JC is nailing it. Are we gonna get a box set of all the new characters? It will be a big one. There's 4, 5, 6. No. 14. There's 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 14 new characters that just came out. There's 4 in each set, and then the 2 new ones. So bring it on. I'll paint them all up. I don't have a 3D printer, and I'm so bad at ordering stuff online. You can get downloads of all the miniatures. Does anybody here have a 3D printer? Raise your hand if you do. I mean, I honestly can't. I'm really illiterate to tech. Just this alone baffles me. This internet thing. What else, Sean? Give us a clue. Where are we going with this game? So if you're new to the game, I recommend getting the base set and just pick it up, start with the first mission, and go through. If you're confused, watch the videos. There's a how-to play videos. I did one, and there's other ones. You can also go to, any gamer knows this, if you're a serious gamer, you have got, I don't have most of the new minis either. I have all of them except for the downloads. That's it. I even have the Halloween ones you did. I have those. I have all of them. I want the downloads. I'm dying to paint them. I'm so bad at online stuff. It'll happen. Have you seen the legislation? They're going to make people register their 3D printers. We're going to get to a handout, a giveaway. Listen, I just heard they got rid of my PayPal donations on this crap because people do donate on here, party on. But I've heard you can't donate anymore on here. So I got to change the stupid link to, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I have to figure it out. Oh, you want to make some new big boxes? Wait, hold on. Oh my God, he's letting us know here. Hold on. The role-playing game is the main thing. Oh yeah, okay, obviously. The role-playing game's on the Kickstarter soon, so go sign up. Low Life by Goblinko. I was telling everybody my favorite games, right? And then, of course, for role-playing, Dungeon Crawl Classics. I have been playing it for years now. I can run the adventure. I can pick up one of their modules and really, I know what to do. But obviously, I'm going to look at this new Low Life game because I think I can incorporate it to the board game a bit. Yeah. I mean, I think we all want them, right? The minis are really good. For painting miniatures, they're sick. They're so fun. Some of the people make it look like his art colors, which I love. Whenever you post those, I'm a big fan. I made mine look more like old school realism. I mean, it's not realism, but that's kind of how I do it. More like money. Wait, what's the big boxes? What's this? Wait, okay, here we go. He wants to make some new big box. When you say big boxes, do you mean expansions or new game? Yeah, no, I know. Everything costs too much now. New games. Yeah, okay. Yes, if you build a bigger team, right here, buddy. I'll be your East Coast correspondent. A skirmish game. Something like that. Yeah. I would love to see your version of a skirmish game. And you could do a box set where it comes with... Oh, you know what you should do, Sean? Just came to me. You do a lot with cardboard, you know, the punch outs. What if you did a skirmish game that featured your art in cardboard format? There's really good cardboard scenery now. I love it. That might be cool. The punch out furniture, the little furnitures in a world. You could do a Brutalberg box set with like scenery. I mean, this is the real deal, folks. This is how the game world was in the 70s. People were selling games out of the back of their trunks, and they became these giant companies. It was underground by artists and passionate gamers themselves. So, this game itself is a mom and pop business. We don't get that too often. That's a rare experience in the game business. It's a rare experience in the music business. Any art now has a bit of a problem with... Oh, there you go. D&D Tactical. Yeah. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. He just said, Sean from Goblinko, he's thinking like Games Workshop 1989. Exactamundo. That's when Games Workshop, I was in it to win it. I think John Blanche that's when he really started. I started knowing him. That style of scratchy art that's dirty, love it. The books that changed my life, of course, the AD&D books, of course, but Rogue Trader, Warhammer 40,000, that rule book, I bought that first. Then I bought the Fantasy Battle rule book. I actually started with 40K and then I went to Fantasy. I loved their Fantasy. Ah, Epic. So Warhammer had an Epic version that was also very cool. They did War Master, the Fantasy Epic, which we called Warhamster. But I do think their greatest game of all time, Warhammer's, was Mordheim, still to this day. I had more fun playing a Mordheim campaign. I played in one in Manhattan. It was a weekly Mordheim campaign. It was so fun. I still can see it. It was crowded. Big crowds. Just to play Mordheim. Campaign. Yeah. See, people are asking for the metal. I'm guessing that metal stuff's not as expensive to produce. And, you know, how much can you sell it for? You know, it's got to be. I'm guessing. I don't know the business. You know it. Metal minis are rare. I do like metal minis. They're a little harder to paint, actually. You got to kind of know what you're doing, and, you know, they chip. I just like them because when you put them, they don't move. The plastic ones are kind of light. But I suppose they could be made with magnetic bases that are bigger. And or weighted. I could drill a hole in the bottom and put some lead shot. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I have to look at the size, but you could drill, and this is not hard to do because I use a drill when I make minis to pin them, especially metal ones. But you could drill a nice 1/4-inch hole that's only a tiny bit deep and put a metal fishing shot in there, a fishing weight. And it would give it the weight you need. Interesting. I just thought of that. I've done the magnetic base thing. For Warhammer, that's a must. But I haven't played a real game of Fantasy Battle in a while, and I used to. That was my favorite game of all time. Ah, the shipping. Yeah, okay. And the price of metal fluctuates. Yeah. I get it. Ah, Ticket to Ride. I know. I've seen that box, the cover. I've never played it. I think it's a Euro game. And when I say Euro game, it's a certain style of game, but I could be wrong. I thought it was a Euro game. Huh. And was it good? Anybody else know that game? I've seen it at the game store. Game stores for large portions of my life. Kind of like the bar in Cheers. I had that, but the game store versions. In different cities, too. In Pittsburgh, I did it. Here, I done it. Yep. Okay, so here's an announcement from Sean from Goblinko, the Goblin Master himself. Metal figures are all being replaced by Plastica. Okay. I never played Core Space. No. Tell us about it. That's Richard. Okay, got a little boring. Yep. So a lot of games that happens. The end part. Dungeon Degenerates. I played one game of Dungeon Degenerates that lasted like 4 years. One campaign game. So it doesn't end. You can kind of stop playing when you're tired and just go back to business. There's, you'll say, let's take a couple turns. Let's try to get down closer to where we're going and not die. And kill a couple of monsters to get some golden experience. Let's go. So you start moving down. And an hour and a half later, you took 4 turns. Every now and then something bad happens you got to deal with. I have a thing where when my characters run out of luck, I pause them, introduce one with luck to even it out a bit, trying to figure out how to do it. I'll retire a character. Because when they run out of luck, some of them it's hard to get luck. A couple of them it's almost impossible. One of them has to there's a few that it's very hard to get the luck. Pewter is cheap. Yeah, pewter's not good for painting. What is the metal that you've been using? What do you even call that? I don't even know what that's called. The modern metal minis. It's not pewter. Folks, an ounce of silver a month or so ago was $130. Now it's down to like 75 or 60, which is still crazy. 1 ounce of silver. It's $1 silver that's real silver. Yeah, it was worth 130. That's 3D terrain. Wait, tactical, great lore, 3D terrain. Oh, that's the game. Okay, so it has a little sense of humor. I like that. I did like the game Root. That's a board game I liked, but I had some problems with it after a while. It's metal. Yeah, I mean, if you make metal, Sean, and it's more money, I'll pay it. I think you could do some special editions or something. I don't know. Oh, white metal. Okay. Right. Interesting. Wonder what's in it. A little bit of nickel, a little bit of that. It's probably a blend of a bunch. Huh. I didn't know that the PVC plastic is bad for you. Did anybody know that? It's bad to be around it. It off gases. PVC. So pipes, PVC pipes, vinyl records have it. They're bad for you. I've been in rooms for my whole life filled with records, so don't know what to say. But metal, yeah, I get it. Ral Partha. Oh, is that what they use? Lead-free pewter? I didn't know. I still buy their minis. I still get them. Wow, what a show. Okay, thank you. Who's in here? I'm going to do some giveaways. So here's how this is going to work. Wow, there's 22 viewers. So I'm going to have to roll a D24. Okay. So eventually here, I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to ask. Oh, wow. Sean just said he had a vinyl wallet that gave him a chemical burn on his leg. Wow. Yeah, plastic's weird, man. I think in the future, that's going to be the thing that's the talk of the town. Is what to do with all the plastic. Because, dude, you know what's really bad and it breaks my heart? Fleece. fleece is freaking toxic. It's plastic. They use plastic bottles to make fleece. Then they make it fuzzy. The fuzzy makes dust. There's plastic dust. Fleece might be one of the worst for the microplastics thing. I do have a D24 right here, brother. I have a few of them. That's Dungeon Crawl Classics. That's what they do. Let me get out my dice. So, what were we talking about? Oh, let's get the dice rolling. Hold on, this is going to take a second. No. God darn it. Oh, look at these. So, this is the dice configuration for Dungeon Degenerates, but these aren't the dice the game came with. These are me upgrading, and I got these at Gen Con. I wanted to get it. It's, come on, focus. It's 2 red, 2 green, and 1 purple. Sometimes it's 2 purple, but that's the defense, offense, and bonus die, power die. So that's in the game. That's most of the games. So here, let me get the D24. I'll show you what a D24 looks like. They're cool. Is this the D? This might be it. Hold on. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm a bit blind right now. So this is how this is going to work. What is this? That's the D20. I'm going to say who wants to play the game in a second. And then, oh, here, what's this? That's the D30. This is the D14. And whoever's in to play the game, you will write something that I tell you to write in the chat. It shows me that you're actually watching. Okay, and then I will roll the dice and go down to the number. Okay, so this is what a D24 looks like. I will show you. It looked like this. Where are we here? There we go. This is a D24. Okay? It's pretty cool. It's kind of hard to read because it's almost a ball. They actually have a D30. Dungeon Crawl Classics has a giant dice thing. It's got a lot of dice. But they're used. And it's called the dice chain. So sometimes you roll a D20 for damage, and if you get a bonus, you might end up rolling the D24 for damage. You know, there's a chain, and it goes in order. Sometimes you get demoted, sometimes it goes up. It's very fun. Heroes Quest. Okay, so that game's classic. That's what she said. It's funny to see a that's what she said joke in a chat. So I'm going to roll this in a second. But whoever wins, so here's what we got. I've got 2 prizes. One is a really nice heavy metal badge for Dungeon Degenerates. It's the sausage with the knife. Okay, I'll mail this to you. You don't have to do anything. You just got to send me your address. The next one is the grand package. It's a Goblinko sticker, a badge, a sausage sticker, and a patch. But here's what you got to do. If you win, you got to follow all of our crap and tell your friends and spread the news. So, all right, we got 24 people watching. We're getting it up. People are now like, oh, it's getting close. I'm going to do the roll. You know what? I'll add another badge because I have like 4 left. And I had them because he sent me a bunch of stuff to give away at Gen Con, which I did. It was really cool. I was putting stickers. I would put stuff on the toilet. You gave me those postcards. I did all of the urinals, and I had my little girl do the ladies' room. Oh, you have the pin on your jacket. All right, cool. So do I. We got some fans in here. I love it. Mind you, you can't buy this stuff at the store here. You should. Sean, you have to call. Listen, Sean, We have a game store in Brooklyn called 20-Sided Store. I'm very good friends with the owners. They've actually stayed in my house. So you've got to get her to carry your game and tell her I'll come do a demo. I'll do a demo. I'll set it up. It's a really popular game store now. They run events. They're really cool. They're in Williamsburg, so they're in like a fancy neighborhood right beside Manhattan. And it's a cool store. So we're gonna do one grand package. That'll be the last one. And then we're gonna do one of these and another one, two of them. So the procedure is this. You will, if you win, and we figure out, I'll show you how we do it. You've got to send me an Instagram. You can go to Boardgasm or Cardone Magic. It's got to have your address, and I'll send it to you. What's tomorrow? Tuesday? Oh, yes, hit them up. Tell them you're friends with Cardone the Magician. And that I'm obsessed and I am the completist and I paint the minis and I'm afraid. They know. I've told them. They're just busy like all of us. They're a mom and pop shop too. It's her and her boyfriend run it and they're awesome. Her name's Lauren, by the way. So you got to message me and then I'll send you. When I do my regular shows, sometimes I send really cool packages out. All right, so let me get this rolling. So here's what we're going to do. What the hell? Oh, yeah, look at this. Here's a kind of a valuable dice. I don't know why. It's in my hand, so I'll show you. It's show and tell. This is from a crazy ex-girlfriend, but they're casino dice from the Playboy Club. Where is this? This is cool. Okay, let me put this here. Oh my God, I even have mini dice. Look at these. Did you ever see these little bastards? Look at that. They're like micro. Anyway, I'm a freak. Okay, here we go. So, what are we gonna write? What's a good number? Let's do We Are 138. So everybody now write if you want to play the game, this is for third place. Write 138 in the chat, and then I'm going to roll the dice. We have 21 people in here right now. I'll roll the D24. If we get a 23 or 24, I'll re-roll. Go. Talk amongst yourselves. Magician was my first job. Really? Where? What city? Where were you? That's my day job, believe it or not. I know. It's crazy. Oh, yeah, these go here. Come on, 138. Here we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep them coming. I'm going to give you a few minutes because there's a delay. Whenever you type, there's like a good solid 10-second delay. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Bring them in. I love it. Oh, here, D100. Yikers. I never use that. Come on. Bring him in. Bring it home. Goblinko. No, don't do it twice. I think some of you were in there twice. Stay out of there. Did some party gigs. Why is there... I think I saw someone's name twice. No. All right, where's the first 138? Who's the first 138 in here? Help me look, people, in the chat. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Fallon. I think Fallon, you were the fastest, so you're number 1. And Ruby, Ashworth, Lorcan. See, you're in... You're in there twerking. Now I can't. I have to skip over you if you hit the number. Yeah, oops is right. So if you're, I'm taking your first one. Your second one, I'm not going to count. Okay. All right, Fallon. Here we go. I'll do a live roll. No cheating. Here it is. Let me move this out. Let me move this out. Do I want this tray? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, no. Oh, there it is. I thought I put the dice back in. All right, folks. Here we go. I'll roll it around a couple times. And... oh, I think we went too high. 21. I believe that's too high. If it's too high, that's fine. I'm going to re-roll. So don't start typing yet. Don't start typing. Let's see. 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we only have like 8 people in here actually playing the game. Oh. Am I crazy? Is that true? If so, I'm rolling a lower dice. Okay, that's fair. I'll roll a D12. How's that? I'll do that. There's a D12. Okay. Here it is. Third place. 5. Oh. All right. Who's 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Jason. Jason, you are number 5. Jason M.T. Frost. Am I crazy? Yeah, I think you won. Where is he? Where is he? When he responds back, we'll move on. This is fun. I like it. Am I right? So you got to message me and say, yo, I'm your number 3 guy with your address. Party on Jason. What's your last name? Velez. Where do you live? Far away? California? New York? You're in the city? You're in NYC? Oh. Dude, this city's so big they had to name it twice. It really is. Okay. Party on. Oh, yeah, there are 2 Jasons. So, Jason Velez, you're in NYC, baby. Are you in Queens? You're not in Queens, are you? I'm in Queens. Cox Bar played in one of the best venues I've ever been in. It's called the Brooklyn Paramount. Okay. This time right. The number. What's a good number? Ah! I got one. Jason Alvarez. There's your name. I can't read for some reason when people write it in the text. So here's the number we're going to write. We're going to write 616. 616. If you want to play the game for prize 2, 616. Hit it. Right, 616. "616" is also in some translations of Revelation in the Bible instead of 666. And there's a reason. Everybody, I'm fascinated that people don't know this. They've figured out what 666 means. It's a type of a way to write letters using numbers. And 616 spells Neron, which is the Greek version of Nero. And the reason why they know it's Nero is, take a guess what 666 spells. It spells Nero. So they both do. So both translations spell the same name with different numbers. It's kind of wild. So it was a way of writing in code. There's ancient graffiti that would say like 425 loves 312. They would use it as like a way of writing letters. Isn't that cool? Oh, we have less people. Wow. Are people holding off for the big prize? So here we have, all right, Lorcan's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, I'll roll a D10. Now we go to the D10. Here we go. I'll roll the big D10. I have a larger one. Watch the city burn. What is that? You mean the actual city? Is it burning? What's going on? This D10's an oversize, which I love this size of dice. Here we go. Hand cam, D10 in the house. Uh-oh. Oops. Here we go. D10. 1! Lorcan 1. I believe you're number 1. Bam! Lorcan, a new player. You're going to get a badge. Send me your address, brother. I will send you a badge. Just shoot me your home address. Yeah. Bam! How's that? Am I right? You're number 1? Am I crazy? Yeah, I think you got it. All right. We got one more. What's a good number? Sean Aber, give us a number to write. What's a good famous number? 666 is overdone. Well, which one are you, Jason? Are you the one that won? I said it on the thing. I think it's Jason Aviles that won. Who's the other Jason? Yeah, I believe. Right? Oh my God, do we have to go back and watch it again? What number did I roll? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't remember, folks. Let's see. No, I rolled 23, but then I did it again. Oh, okay. The other Jason won. Okay. Thank you, Jason. So Jason Alvarez. Yes. So you send me a message. Lorcan, you send me a message. Okay. Let's do it again. We got one more prize. I love giving away free stuff. It's fun. That's the new way to get people to watch your videos now. Did you see that guy? They just give away weird stuff. It's a weird will to power. I get it. It's fun to be Santa Claus. It is a drug. If you gave me $1 million and said I get to walk around and hand it around, I'm sure it would be a blast. You'd be like, yo, bro, here's $1,000. What? Yeah, have fun this weekend. Save it or go party. You know, like it would be so fun. Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah, sure. Thank you. Party on. So, here we go. The final prize. What's a good number? Oh, here. Okay. So 23 is the number, I'm guessing. So I don't know why Jason wrote 33. So here we go. Wait. What is that 23? So the number to write right now in the chat, if you want to win the grand prize, is 23. Now, what is the significance of that number? Now I'm curious. Is that how many flavors there are in Baskin Robbins? No, what's their number? Come on, folks, 23, grand prize. You get a little swag bag of Dungeon Degenerates stuff. Come on, bring it in. I'll give you some moments to sign up. In the meantime, Lamb of God, Oblivion, Into Oblivion. The cover's boring. The art on this record is meaningless. The music, however, is some of the best riffage I've heard in a while. If you're a guitar player, wow. If you're into asymmetrical heavy metal, Mayhem, the new one. Oh, yes, there is some weird 23 thing. Yes. Well, let's do it. Come on. There is 24, I believe. 24 what? People in here? Oh, yeah, let's see. No. So here we go. Jason Avilés wrote 33. I don't know why. I don't know who's won here. There's two Jasons, and one of them's number one. I'm going to start with Frost, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Huh. All right, so D10. Here we go. Another D10. And this time, help me here. I am not good at this. D10. Let's give it a few twirls. And, oh my God, it's another one. So this is the other Jason, because you didn't write the right number. Frost, you just won. That's crazy. All right. So, where's the thing? Val's the thing. I mean, that's weird. Two Jasons won. So we got Jason, Lorcan, and Jason. Send me your address. Cardone Magic or Boardgasm on Instagram. And follow Dungeon Degenerates and Goblinko. I mean, they're all. He has different things he posts on those pages, but they're active. They're fun stuff. The thing I like that you do now is you started mixing in the retro stuff, and I know that it helps the algorithm because it's interesting. You're mixing in some lifestyle stuff. That's what I started doing with my Instagram. It is my business page. When I'm on there, I'm not looking around too much anymore. I kind of go on, look at a few friends, and then get out. There's too much going on. The internet is a terrible hole. And I'm on there to do business and have a little fun. I am. But I try to limit the fun. And I try to do these things for fun. I try to read. I try to listen to records. I went down, folks, this is where we're going to end this show tonight. I have been listening to records my whole life. I've been collecting records. I worked in a record store. My band put out records. I love vinyl. I'll never forget when I was first recorded on a vinyl. I was like, oh my God. And it was produced by Night Bob, the roadie and sound guy for the Stooges. I mean, it was my first thing, and I was so proud, and it blew my mind. So, fast forward to today. I'm still obsessed with vinyl. I waited in line 3 hours yesterday to get Coxbar to sign some stuff and to buy a new record. I mean, okay? Recently, I went down a vinyl hole on YouTube, cleaning it, um, um, how to take care of it. Just, stereos, needles, blah, blah, blah. It is endless. It's the deepest, most endless hole online. I didn't know this. I mean, I'm a hobbyist, but I'm not a gear. I'm not a gear person. My hair looks crazy. I'm not a gear person. I'm not like buying new turntables all the time and try. I'm happy with what I have. I am obsessed with keeping them clean a bit. Yeesh. Ah, the moon board. Yeah, dude, I am. I'm obsessed. Ah, opulence, party on. We had good swag. That was a band that was short and sweet. Our last show was playing an opening for Hank Von Hell's last show. I'm not kidding you. Our last show was his last show. He died. Yes. I couldn't believe it. Weird. Our that band was killed by COVID. We kind of stopped playing and everybody got busy. But we did get a record deal on our first show. I'm not kidding. Go listen to that record. That's on the medias. Yeah, every now and then I'll go look up my band stuff online and trip out that it's still on there. Yes. So that was fun. These are the things that keep me alive. Thank you, Sean Auberg, for making a game that we're all into. And honestly, analog, my son's 24. He might be watching. What's up, Wolfgang? I think his generation's swinging a bit to the analog. People are going to realize why it's special, why it's good, why it's fun to listen to records. And I mean listen, like sit and put it on and not background. Actually close your eyes and listen. When I was a little kid, I remember going to a party at a neighbor's house with my parents. And I remember I was excited because there was going to be a bunch of kids there, and I already knew some of them. And the adults were partying in the basement living room party area, and they were a little rich, too. I remember. They had nice stuff. So I was like, ooh, we get to go hang out there. And me and the kids were running around the house like freaks. And then at one point, he said, come downstairs, everybody. I'm going to play the Neil Diamond record. And he made the room pitch black. And he blasted the Jazz Singer soundtrack. And I'll never forget it. It was like an experience. It was like going to an IMAX movie in the pitch darkness. And all the kids were there and all the parents were there. And that's something you don't hear about anymore. Yeah, there really is a difference. Here's something that you don't know if you don't live in New York City. Coming soon to a city near you. And this will be the end of the show because I'm going to do a rant. I was out of town recently and for some business stuff. And as soon as you leave New York City, a cloud's lifted. And that cloud, it takes you a second you're like, why do I feel different? Why? Oh, I'm not being watched. I'm not being spied on. In New York City, not exaggerating, we have red light cameras everywhere. Speed cameras everywhere. I passed 30 speed cameras to get from here to Manhattan. We have sound cameras now where if you beep your horn, you can get a ticket. And then we have two kinds of bus cameras. We have ones in the bus lane and we have ones on the bus. And if you pull over and a bus passes you and you're in the bus lane, you get a ticket. We also have congestion pricing in Manhattan that's also keeping track of who you are, and it has facial recognition crap. You're being watched everywhere you go. You can feel it. I feel like someone's watching me. And I know people growing up in that environment are going to feel protected. I live at Rockaway Beach. We have police drones now flying up and down the beach for our safety. It's too much. Kids watching, young people, you have to start talking about privacy and what it means. And it has nothing to do with you behaving and being good. It has everything to do with what they have in their power and how they can abuse it. These cameras, these drones flying around, they're being used against you, not for you. They're used for insurance things. And I mean, really, the cops now use it to spy in windows. It's not good. Sounds like it's good. Sounds safe. It's not. It will be used against you, I promise. I'll bet my life on it. Really. So pay attention. When I leave the city, I feel like, wow, why do I feel weird and free? Well, because there's no cameras anymore. Here, everywhere you go, you're being filmed. It's horrible. Well, yeah, 9/11's where it really started. The Patriot Act, and then every single president since then has been adding to it. It's not good. So, I mean, yeah, you guys don't have congestion pricing. It's fake news, congestion pricing. Doesn't stop the congestion. The internet hypnotized everyone with the possibility of everything, which people couldn't turn down. Yeah. People that know everything. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they dangled 15 minutes of fame. I mean, listen, if Warhol saw this, he would be like, wow, to trade in your privacy. They sold it for that. And people willy-nilly bellied up. So, yeah, it's fascinating. I love it. We have cool people in here. We have closet philosophers here. Fallon says, I want to buy a jacket with the license plate pattern of plate numbers of people I don't like when I speed on a motorcycle. I love it. Yes, Fallon rides bikes, so yeah, you know. Wow. Renee, oh wow, that's right where you live? Wow. Wait, where are you? What city is that? Wow, we have a wild group in here. Oh, I know. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I am a magician. And I have agents that book me. And I get my own, but I also have people that book me out. And every single one of them has a different way to pay me now. And someone's taking a ding. It's too much. Yeah, it's too much. So, tune out. Turn it on. Turn on your vinyl player. Buy a record player. The cheap ones are kind of shitty, but there's some good cheap ones you can get. They're not all bad. Buy a board game with your family. Buy something hard that takes a while to learn. Why not, right? Paint some miniatures. And paint them. You'll see. It's worth it. You'll be like, wow, that was 3 hours. I can't believe it went by. What a beautiful little 3 hours of painting. I'm telling you. When you paint a miniature, it puts your brain in alpha state, which is really good to go to bed to right after. So, step in. Thank you, everybody. I had a good time. Thank you, Sean, for stopping in. It's an honor to have the game guy come in and talk about the game while we're in here. And, yeah, disconnect for real. People that have kids, do things that you don't need a computer. When you go to a restaurant and they tell you the menu is on an app, tell them you don't have a phone. Lie. Or tell them, I came here not to look at a screen. That's what I say sometimes. I go, look, I came here not to look at a screen. Do you have a real menu? I went to my doctor's last year. I had to get a new doctor. I went in. They had no more secretaries. They just had a screen. I said, bye. I left. Yes. Well, thank you. I'm a fan. When I find art I like, I go on it. I obsess on it. How could I not? There's not many things I adore. Yes. Party on. Back to, dude, listen, I was going to bring all my Dungeon D in here and set it up, but I'm in the middle of a serious game with Hans and Franz and this new surgeon character. So I was like, I'm not bringing it in. I'm going to actually start. Here's what I'm going to do. When I get off the phone with y'all, I'm going to start getting these cards into that giant loot. That loot deck's going to be this much bigger. It's going to get way bigger. So thank you, everybody. Send me those things. I'll try to get those packages out this week. Every now and then I get a little busy and I get bogged down and can't make it to the post office. Luckily, I have one close. So follow it on, party it up. You know what I'm going to do? This is a fantasy show. This is a game show. Thank you, Lorcan. Party on, you too. I'm going to take us out with a video. Let me see here. Maybe I'll do... I'm not going to do music. I'm going to do a trailer. I have some really good ones in here. Let me see. I have to be careful because all these damn copyright blah. Let's do... No. See, I have... Oh, how about... Yeah, none of the game stores carry it. You gotta go to their website. Here, this game changed my life. Party on.
Dragon's Lair, the fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil dragon. You control the actions of a daring adventurer finding his way through the castle of a dark wizard who has enchanted it with treacherous monsters and obstacles. In the mysterious caverns below the castle, your odyssey continues against the awesome forces that oppose your efforts to reach the Dragon's Lair. Lead on, adventurer. Your quest awaits.
Captain Crunch presents Breakfast on the Guppy. Morning already, Sea Dog? Where's the crew? All hands on deck! Pirates off the port bow! This ought to fetch 'em. It's Captain Crunch, the cereal named after me. Captain Crunch, delightfully sweet, sugar sweet, and fun to munch 'cause it keeps its crunch. So crisp, it never uncrunches, not even in milk. Now, anybody for a bowl of Captain Crunch? Scuttle my hornpipe, Sea Dog. There's people at breakfast I never saw before. Oh, man's got to be careful when he says Captain Crunch. Now it's your grocer's, Captain Crunch, the cereal that's named after me.